Good afternoon, South Coast. It's Mike Sylvia with New Bedford Guide, Fall Reporter, here with a special guest to talk about the New Bedford Festival Theater's production of the Randy Andes. It's December 4th at 8 o'clock at the wonderful, beautiful Zeitarian Theater. I'm with Allison Mahoney. She is one of the singers from the Randy Andes. So welcome.
Hi, thank you so much. Thanks for having me. I'm excited.
Yeah. So just people who might not know, just tell people about what the Randy Andes is about.
Sure. So the Randy Andes is a singing trio. We are a postmodern homage to the Andrews Sisters. So we sing contemporary songs in the style of the Andrews Sisters. You know, songs by Mariah Carey, Aerosmith, Michael Jackson, Lizzo. So we really span all decades, and we put an Andrew Sisters twist on it. So it's really a lot of fun. And one of the things we like the most is when we're performing, people start to realize what song it is halfway through, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, that's Thriller," or "Oh my gosh, that's Mariah Carey's Fantasy," and it's really a lot of fun.
So you kind of put your own twist on it, kind of like bring some retro kind of style to it. Is that kind of fair?
Exactly. So we take these contemporary songs and we make them into Andrew Sisters type tunes. And so we sort of turn them on their head, and that makes them really accessible to everyone. So, like, my mom wouldn't listen to Lizzo, but she loved our version of Juice because it has this nostalgic feel to it. So it's really fun.
Yeah, I love the New Bedford Festival Theater because it's a small production, but you get more intimate between the producers and the stars. Because we had Wendy on last week, featuring another show. What's it like working with the Festival Theater?
Oh my gosh. Well, I worked with Wendy many years ago doing Showboat at the Schubert Theater in Boston. And we bonded over being from Cape Cod, and she's an amazing dancer. And so we had a lot in common. And I'm from Massachusetts. I grew up just outside of Boston and then summered on Cape Cod. And I've spent a lot of my career in Rhode Island. And so I have a Rhode Island family and I have a Massachusetts family, and New Bedford is sort of like that sweet spot in between. And I just feel like New Bedford Festival Theater has been so excited, so welcoming, so collaborative. It's a really exciting time to be sort of coming out of this deep freeze, and everyone is just really excited to make interesting art and share it with people and like in small communities. And I think that's we're all starving for it, and so it's really exciting that we get to come and celebrate the holidays. And New Bedford, and I get to go to the Whaling Museum. It's like my favorite.
Yeah, I think people are starving for shows like this since we've gone through a year and a half of COVID. And I just want to remind people, I'm just going to read the Zeitarian's COVID policy. All attendees over 12 must provide documentation of full vaccination against COVID-19 or a negative COVID-19 test to enter the Zeitarian. Properly fitted face masks are also required for all ages. So I just want to let people know that. So even if you're vaccinated, you should bring your mask. It is a confined area, even though there's about 1,300 seats. It's a nice show, but you got to make sure we're taking care of the COVID part of it. So just kind of give me it's going to be what, an hour show? Is that about right? Or an hour and a half?
It's about an hour and 10 minutes or so, maybe a little bit longer. And we're singing, some of your favorite classics like from White Christmas and, Jingle Bells. And then we're singing some contemporary favorites, a little Mariah Carey, a little Michael Bublé. And we have a couple of guest stars. We have Napoleon Douglas, who starred in Lion King. He's going to be performing with us. And then we have Kate Pazakis, who's also from Massachusetts originally. She was in South Pacific on Broadway, and she's going to be joining us as well. So they'll be singing with us, and they'll be doing some solos and some dance numbers. And so it'll be really a lot of fun.
And what are you doing before you come here? You're in New York, I believe, or you're going to New York
we're
shows?
All coming from New York. So we're all based in New York with the exception of Kate. Kate, she relocated during COVID and opened actually an inn on Cape Cod. So, like anyone does during a pandemic. And so the rest of us will be traveling in from New York, but I'm really excited because I came to Bedford, I guess the last time I was in Bedford was about 3 years ago, and I haven't been back since. So I'm really excited to come back. It's such a beautiful town. The downtown is so beautiful, and the the Whaling Museum, as I mentioned. So it'll be really fun to bring some of my friends because I'm actually proud to say that this is an awesome community of women and that we've all become either they were hired because they were friends or we've become friends over the years working together. And so I'm excited to bring my friends to Massachusetts and to see the magic that it is, especially during the holidays.
Yeah, Zeiterian's, right down in downtown New Bedford. There's, a dozen or more, almost 2 dozen restaurants downtown.
Yep.
So I always tell people, get dinner, drinks, go to the show at 8. You're still out, by 9:30 at the latest. It's a great time, a great way to spend a day. Again, December 4th, 8 o'clock at the Zeiterian Theater. And so tell me, you were in the Cape Cod. What's your favorite part of Massachusetts since you left and you're in New York? What's kind of things you missed the most?
Oh gosh, my favorite part of Massachusetts. I have to say my hometown, like Harwich is my favorite. My husband and I got married there. We just had a baby. We went there for the summer with my baby. He's only 5 months old. So that's really where my heart lies. But honestly, I have to say that even though I've lived in New York for quite a long time now, only 4 years, um, my heart really lies in Boston. I'm still a Red Sox fan, still a Patriots fan, still a diehard in all those ways. And so when I go to a place like New Bedford or Fall River or Cape Cod, it's like I am surrounded by the ocean. I'm surrounded by Boston accents, and it's just I'm like I'm home. It just feels like I feel like I've arrived, and I've been lucky to perform in Boston, but I actually haven't performed in Massachusetts all that much. And so for me, it's like I've toured the nation, I've traveled internationally performing, and for me, it's like I really feel like coming home when I come to Massachusetts. It's like all my friends and family get to come. We get to celebrate. It's a really magical time, and I get to share, what I've been doing for the last year and a half during the pandemic was like really working on this group, really creating something special, making sure. I mean, we've existed for many years, but coming out of this pandemic with a new sense of self and purpose and mission. And I really feel like we've done that. And so it's exciting to come into this holiday season with this amazing show that's super positive and celebrates the holidays and just celebrates people actually being together again, which I think is really magical. Sorry, hold on one second.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Yeah, I'll remind people, December 4th at 8 p.m. at the Z. You can see New Bedford Festival Theater's production of the Randy Andes. And I can tell, so you've been away from the theater now because of pregnancy and COVID. I can tell you're excited to get back to it after 2 years.
Oh my gosh. I've been rehearsing all day today. We have rehearsal tonight. We have 2 more rehearsals before our performance. And I'm like out of breath. I'm like doing my dances. I'm like, ooh, I gotta practice. I have to get on the elliptical because I mean, it's been almost 2 years since I performed because of the pandemic and the shutdown, and then I got pregnant, and so I've just been sort of taking my time. And then I thought, you know what would be a better time to come make a triumphant return to the stage than during the holiday season, and especially in Massachusetts. So I mean, I posted about it last week on my social media, and a bunch of my friends were like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so excited!" A bunch of people were like, "We're buying tickets now." So it's a real thrill for me, and like I've been working on this project for a long time. It came out of not feeling like I was performing enough in the downtime between these big contracts that I was doing, and I wanted to find something that really celebrated women and their abilities and their talents and their uniqueness. And so everyone is really gets to show their distinct personalities. And so we've been working on this project for many years, and I'm thrilled to get forward. And it's exciting for me now to share it with my friends and family that don't get to come to New York that often, that maybe aren't in town the day that we're doing a show or something. And so this is a great opportunity for them to come. And it's a great opportunity for anyone to come. If this is a total rated G show, and music is completely nostalgic. We even have a sing along. So it really is so fabulous and fun. I promise.
Yeah, this is a great time of year. Share this video, tag your friends that might enjoy a show like this, and we'll close with, so you were the singing baker on a reality show, the Food Network, right? Just tell people about
I
that.
was. Yeah, so I competed on the Food Network show, Sweet Genius, and they dubbed me the singing baker, or as I like to say, the singing baker. And from there on, I now am known as the singing baker, and I actually have appeared on different morning shows teaching people how to bake. I was on a national tour, and while I was on tour, I would go from city to city and do morning shows and show people how to bake. And it's a real passion of mine. I write recipes. I do, the Amazon Lives. I partner with a cookie brand, so it's really a lot of fun. So if you love baking and singing, you would definitely want to follow me on @singingbaker. And you also want to follow me there because all of our Randy Andes material, anything that we post, I also post. So if you become a diehard Randy Andes fan and you follow the Randy Andes, you'll also get that information from me as well.
Yeah, check it out. That way you can get a sample of what's to come as well. I'm sure
Exactly,
you're going to
exactly. It's
provide
really fun.
updates between now.
We have great little videos of us performing, and it's really fun.
Yeah, and you can check out Allison on YouTube with the Food Network. Some couple of clips on there to check out. I was looking at earlier. So yeah, it's a pleasure talking to you, Allison. We appreciate your time, and everyone should go check out December 4th at 8:00 at the Z, the Randy Andes. It's a New Bedford Festival production. Very ultra local organization that you want to support. You want to support the arts. We need to come out of COVID, enjoy our lives again. Everyone has to be vaccinated or prove that they don't have COVID to get in. They're going to wear a mask. It's a safe environment. Get out. Let's go enjoy our lives. I love the holiday season. I love holiday music, especially with a twist. I love old 30s and 40s music. It's really
Oh,
amazing.
good. I do
Yeah.
too. And I love the outfits and the hair and the sensibility. And so this is a real celebration of that. It feels like an old-fashioned TV holiday special. So please join us.
All right. So thanks for joining in, and we'll see you guys again soon. Again, December 4th, 8:00 at the Z. Link in the link is in the description. People can go buy the tickets. Thanks so
Thank you
much,
so
Allison.
much.